Hi everybody, welcome to Number Corner for today, which is Wednesday. So today's date, we look on our calendar, we see today is Wednesday, so it's September, and it's 16. So September 16th, 2020. And as you can see right now, we have another number rack. We follow our pattern, so it went number rack, pennies, story, number rack, pennies, story, and this, because yesterday was our story, we've got another number rack. So what I'd like you to do is think about our card for 16, our number rack, and on your whiteboard, write down some equations, just like we do in class. So remember, you can write down an equation with the amounts that are pushed over. You can do like a subtraction problem by taking all of them minus the ones that are pushed over equals this, or minus this equals this. So there are a lot of different ways to show an equation for this card. Okay, just make sure it matches the picture. I think I remember last year I had a student that, I'll put this up on the calendar so you can see, they even did the red. So they saw that there were 5 red beads, right, on the top, 5 red beads on the bottom, but there's one white one pushed over each too. So they went 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. And you see how that matches the picture? What's your answer there? 12, right? Okay. Go ahead and write a couple problems. I'm going to look at some too and see if maybe some of yours match mine. You be working right along with me. Okay, show me. All right, did you come up with any of these? So I did the beads that are pushed over, 6 plus 6 equals 12. I also did all 20 beads. Remember, each number rack has 20 beads, minus the 12 that are pushed over equal those 8 white ones. And maybe you had something different. Good job, friends. So let's look at our chart. We have to write down our observations. Number Corner is a little like science, right? We write down observations. So today was September, and that's the 9th month, 16th. Okay, we had a number rack. And the equation for the number rack, for number racks, we always talk about the beads that are pushed over. So in this case, there were 6 beads pushed over, 6 and 6 equals 12. So our answer is 12. And now we need to think about how many more to 20. How many to 20? And friends, you can even look back. Do you find the number 12 on the chart already? Look for its partner, because remember, addition, we can always switch the numbers. It doesn't matter. The answer, the sum is always the same. So look, I see 12 here. What's the partner? You're right, friends. If you said 8, you got it. All right, let's move over to our clock. Let's get 60 more minutes on the clock. Remember, there's 60 minutes in an hour, so count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 minutes in an hour, just like there's 60 seconds in a minute. That's 60. You got to remember that for time. We had 10 o'clock yesterday, so now we move it one over, one more hour. We just collected 60 minutes, one more hour. So now it's 11 o'clock. We're getting closer and closer to 12. And at 12, guess what? We get to change our AM to PM, to afternoon. So we were at 600 minutes. What's 600 plus 60 more minutes? We're collecting 60 more. You might remember the pattern. What comes after the 0 in the pattern? 660 minutes. Did anyone figure out how many minutes we're going to have when we get to 24 hours? Don't forget to send it to me on Seesaw if you did that. All right, let's color our AM. It's still nice and light out. Oh, friends, look, we're almost going to fill a clock. Thought if we fill a clock, it's a whole day. No, remember, we have 2 clocks because once around the clock is 12 hours. Look. And in a day, there's 24 hours. So we actually have to fill up 2 clocks to collect 24 hours. All right, last part, friends. Let's just look at odds and evens. Now, today is September 16th, but you'll notice, oops, not 4, I only put 6 tiles on the board. Can you think about why I would only put 6 tiles when I'm trying to decide if it's odd or even? Think about that. Do you remember what I taught you? I think it was last week, maybe. I said when we have 2-digit numbers or even really big numbers, when you are looking for odd and even, you only have to pay attention to the ones place. So that's why I only put 6 tiles up, because it doesn't matter if I have 16. As long as I know what the ones place is, I know the whole number is that. So picture moving these tiles in your head, and I'll start doing it in real life. Remember, we match up the colors. Think about, is this going to be odd or even? They all match up. Every single one has a buddy. So that makes that whole number, tell me, you got it, even. That whole number is even. When they match up, everybody has a buddy, it's even. Okay? All right, friends, that's it for Number Corner. What I'd like you to do now is to grab your math book. And there is another video with your pages, but I just like to do one page with you real quick. So make sure you open your math book. Find page 37. Everybody see that? 37. And I'm going to start right here with that purple box. Okay? So this is a listening activity. So you need to listen carefully to know the number to write. Taryn counted 53 books on the table. How many 10s and 1s are in 53? So in that purple box, go ahead and write 53. Okay? Once you've written the number 53, how many 10s is in that number? How many 1s are in that number? Let's practice. 53. Did yours look like this? You've got 5 in the 10s place, 3 in the 1s place. All right, let's move to the blue box. Okay, try this one. Let's say now she put 78 books on the table. 78. So write 78 in the box. Okay, now this time I'd like you to write an equation. How do I break that number apart into the 10s and the 1s to make an equation? 7 10s is equal to 70, right? And 8 1s. 70 plus 8 is 78. Okay, let's go to green now. We're in the green box. All right, go ahead and write 35 in the green box. Let's do 35. Same thing. Make an equation. Got 35? Did you write 30 plus 5? Last box. Go ahead and write 40 in the box. Just 40. How many 10s are in 40? Look at the 10s place. How many 1s are in 40? Look at the 1s place. Did you write that? There's 4 10s in 40, but there aren't any 1s. Perfect. Now, I'd like you to take a look at that blue box at the very bottom real quick, because it's always important that we're thinking about math. And when we think about math, we're going to think about the number 44 today. So think about 44. Do the digits in the number 44 have the same value? Think about it. 44, are they the same? Think about their place value. Now listen, talk to someone at home. Talk about math. Tell someone at home if the digits in 44, there's a 4 in the tens place and a 4 in the ones, right? Sorry, backwards, 4 and 4. Does that mean they have the same value? Talk about math, friends. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Click on the next video to go over the workbook pages, get those done for me, and remember those homework pages count as extra dojo points.